I know people are going to say that I say bad things about the Philippines, and everyone who is here for a week says how great it is. I thought it was great the first week too. So I'm going to say some good things. I've been to 25 countries and like 200 cities. All the European cities I went to were wonderful. I had a wonderful time. Clean. Never thought that people were rude or anything like that. My hometown, when I went back to my hometown, I went to go pay for like a can of soda at the gas station, and the guy working there says, "Hey, how you doing today?" That's common in the town I grew up in. Everywhere else in the world I didn't get that. Actually, maybe when I was in Henderson, Nevada, they were friendly. But in my hometown, that's the way they are. Say, "Hey, how you doing today?" The people that work at the register just to ring up a Coke. And they'll chat with you if there's something going on like a snowstorm. They'll say, "Oh yeah, the snow's really bad out there." Drives like they'll have a 15-minute conversation. You can sit at the counter and chat with the people that work there. They're more than happy to chat with you. Other customers will come in and they'll join the conversation or they'll say something and joke around. Not like that in the Philippines. In Spain, everybody was friendly. In Portugal, people were friendly. In Venice, they were very rude. I'm Italian. The locals were very rude. They hate tourists. And there was this woman, I was walking with crutches, and she was very angry. And she was looking like the Incredible Hulk. Like she was angry, coming at me. She wouldn't move halfway to take half of the alley. You know the alleys are small. She had to take the whole entire alley, and she pushed me with her shoulder. This was like an 80-year-old woman. Maybe she was 90 years old. And I was walking with crutches because I had a motorcycle accident. I walked with crutches for 9 years. No one was sympathetic, not even in the United States. I think once someone opened a door for me, but only after he didn't open it and it closed on me, and I lunged to try to open it, and then he went and helped me. One time in 9 years, guy, "I thought you were going to get it." I'm not going to get it. Hands on the crutch, right? No hands on the door. And for anyone who thinks, "Oh, women are so sympathetic to handicap," got zero sympathy from women or anybody else. In fact, people, my employees, they would say that they think you're faking it. That's what they think. So, 9 years. It was very painful, especially the first couple of years. I'll remember. Okay, the other good cities. Rome, I really don't remember because I was young both times that I went. When I went to Casal Bordino and Pescara and Vasto, people were friendly. They didn't speak English and they would talk to me, and they knew I didn't speak Italian. I understood them because I do understand Italian. If they my parents spoke that dialect. I understand it. Colombia, people are friendly. In Peru, I never thought either way the people were friendly or rude, but I'm going to say that the men talk to me a lot. If you're sitting in a taxi for an hour, it happens sometimes, you'd get into long conversations with the men. And if the men were talkative and friendly, I would guess the women were, even though they weren't. The women smiled at me. In Peru, they smiled at me like this. They were just a very friendly smile. And they would stare at me with this very friendly smile. Did not get that anywhere else. Certainly don't get it here. Over here, they're freaked out by foreigners. I'm going to tell you, the foreigners here are psycho also. I can't stand them. The people who are like devout Christian, foreigners, are good people. The Filipino Christians, they're Christian in name only. They'll murder you. That's how Christian they are. So I was in Dominican Republic, very friendly. Friendliest place I was. I was around people I thought were going to beat the crap out of me. And I was like, these guys are really nice. They're not faking. they're really friendly guys. I could tell. And they didn't speak English, but I could tell, like, these guys were very nice and very happy to meet me. They were being nice. Everyone was being nice to them, and they were being nice to everybody. And I was with them for like maybe 2 or 3 hours on the bus, sitting next to them on the bus. Very happy. Everybody was happy in Dominican Republic. Jamaica, they were happy, but it was a money thing. The ganja, you know, you're a customer. And we didn't leave the resort that much. It was inclusive, so you don't leave an inclusive resort. In Bonaire, you know, people were friendly. In Indonesia, people were very friendly because they had a civil war, and the king, they lost all the tourism. The king said, "You're gonna have to start being kind to foreigners. We need it to help the economy." So, like, if you're driving in a car and you pass by the school kids, they all wave, hey! You know, they're very friendly towards the foreigners. And the motorcycles all line up in a perfect line. It's not like Colombia, where they zip through everything, and in the Philippines they zip through everything. In Colombia, the cars will drive on the sidewalk. You know, even if there's people there, they'll go the wrong way down the road. New York City, not so much. Not so much as Colombia. Colombia, they were really crazy. New Yorkers, native New Yorkers are friendly, but the people from outside of New York who go to New York and live there, they're not friendly. They're afraid of everybody. So if you see a native New Yorker and they talk to you, hey, buddy, hey, you from New York? You know, those people are the friendly ones. Did I say Bonaire? Bonaire was kind of small. I don't know enough. I met friendly people in Bonaire. Okay. Belize, I would say they were friendly, but maybe it was a money thing also, because I mostly hung around with tour guides and stuff. But they were happy. That's what matters, right? Puerto Rico, I don't remember. I was sick during the whole trip, so I stayed at home most of the time. Guatemala, I really don't remember. Stayed with the tour, was on the bus, stayed with the tour guide, you know, didn't go around the city. Hong Kong, I would say rude. I thought they were rude. The women were always bumping into me, but then I realized they were doing that because they want to meet you. They don't speak English, you don't speak Chinese. So they would just, you're standing on the corner, they know you're a foreigner, they just bump into you. And then they look at you like that, and you're looking confused. Why did you bump into me, lady? You crazy? You didn't see me? I'm the only one on the road. I can't think of all the countries. England, I would say that I liked British people. Didn't have any problems with them. Fun to hang out with. But I mostly spent time with my British friends. They were fun to hang out with, right? Don't remember my experience at the restaurants. It's hard to remember what other countries I've been to because I've been to so many. Mexico. Yeah, I think they were friendly, but they're all worried about crime. They are worried constantly about being robbed. Got 1 minute left. Costa Rica, was in the hotel the whole time. I'll tell you, the people at the airport were rude to me. I know I've been to other places. It's like 25 countries. Canada, very friendly. I was so friendly that I was like, I want to marry you. That's how nice the women were. And they were so polite and kind. I wish I had lived in Canada instead of the United States. I wish I had grown up in the U.S. and gone to Canada for college. Nicest people in the world. I would love to live there.